I hear some noise in there. Let's go in there and see what really is going on in there. You see there the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, coming out now with some supporters of the party there. I'm sure he has some more update to give us. Let's try and see if we can hear from him on what more he's got to tell us.
What transpired is, I know you addressed it, but what transpired is your last
words. What the government is doing is completely wrong. You know, in Parliament,
you are the leader.
The speaker has a directive, and this was agreed upon with the security agencies, that when members of Parliament are needed for any such matter, they write to Speaker. The Speaker would arrange to release a member, and then in the Speaker's conference room, they can do the interrogation or whatever they want to do. I don't understand why government is defying such arrangement with Parliament. So we are going to prompt Mr. Speaker of this happening. The Minister of Interior, who has responsibility for national security matters, who himself is a member of Parliament, would also be written to, because we don't understand this Rambo style approach. When we know that in the 6th, 7th, and 8th Parliament, and in fact, even in this 9th Parliament, we've had such practice. What we saw here this morning really was in a very bad taste. To get armed police, bring NIB officials to come. Then no MP is safe, no politician is safe.
But do you feel this impunity has been breached one or the other?
His what?
Immunity.
But it is clear. Yeah. What they've done is a breach of privilege and immunity. It's obvious.
Leader, do we get the indication that they've written to the Speaker? The Speaker has agreed for him to be interrogated, and that has not been carried out.
If any letter had been written, it would have been brought to my notice. Okay. When a letter was written for Kwame A+ and the other colleague, you know, it came to light. This is similar to the Rambo style approach they adopted, you know, in attempting to arrest our brother from Akwetia. Anyway,
if it is clear that his immunity has been breached, the minority, what would you do?
The Rambo style movement.
So what will you invoke?
So I should tell you.
Thank you. And the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, there again now establishing to us that the Speaker has not been written to. As far as he is concerned, the Speaker has not been written to. The NIB or the other security agencies have not written to the Speaker to seek his permission. You see the former information minister and member of Parliament for Ofuasia Yoruba, Kojo Upon Krumah there, also filing out of. Honorable, want to give us a word or two, especially to your party members who might be worried about what just happened here?
Well, it's obvious. The NIB wanted to arrest him and try to make a show of him for what, on behalf of the caucus, he articulated. And so you saw the entire leadership and members of the caucus come here, because he doesn't speak on his own. He speaks for the entire caucus. And so everybody was here. We had some good interactions, and there's clarity. Nobody will be intimidated, okay? The minority has a right to raise issues and exercise oversight. Let's go this way. And that oversight will be exercised. And if we elect anybody to speak on any matter, that person speaks on behalf of the caucus. Now, even if the person is a whistleblower, and look at the Whistleblowers Act, Act 720. Even if the person is a whistleblower, you are barred by law from intimidating that person. What is all of this about? Over 20 gun-wielding NIB officials here because the minority has expressed a position on a matter and has asked for public. When the MV Benjamin matter took place, a whole public inquiry, Georgina Wood was in the chair, a whole public inquiry was held to try and understand it. What is that the government is afraid of? For which reason, when the man speaks, then you send about 20 NIB gun-wielding. I'm sure you saw them, gun-wielding AK-47 cocked all over the place, wearing masks and hoodies.
Did they get access to his room? Did they get access to him as a person? How long have they been staying here before leaving?
Well, currently, they are not here. We were there with him and had some sort of interactions with them. I won't go into details of
with the NIB official.
Yes, we had some interactions with them. Constitutionally, you cannot just pick up a member of parliament like that. And more so when the caucus, the entire minority caucus, is holding a press conference on a matter and I am elected to address it or he's elected to address it. And you send about 20 gun-wielding, AK-47 wielding NIB officers to his house. For what? Because he raised questions about something and asked that the government should investigate something. And I'm telling you the precedent. MV Benjamin, public inquiries were held. So
I'm interested in what are the remedies for him if it comes out clearly that his immunity or his privileges
expressed in parliament. The minority caucus expresses a position in parliament, and you say the person who articulated it has vacated his immunity. Which law is that?
No, I'm asking. There's an established protocol that when you want to interrogate or arrest an MP, you need to write to the speaker, seek his permission, and all of that. If that is breached, what are the remedies for?
It's even a second matter. The first matter is that when the minority caucus expresses a position on a matter. We held a press conference on financial matters. Others held press conference on other things. You don't go after the spokesperson of the minority. It has never happened in Ghana's history. Is this the change? That's number one. Number two, even when you need a member of parliament, you saw quite recently, the speaker wrote and told them that you have to come to parliament and come and engage the person. Is that what you are seeing here? And that is why, as the minority caucus, we have had to object. Some engagements have taken place. And we are hopeful that the decent right thing will be done, but nobody will be intimidated.
Thank you. And that's MP4 of Asia Yorebe, Honorable Kojo Nkrumah there, Elton. Just a few things. Most importantly, it has now been confirmed that the NIB were here to effect the arrest of Honorable Ntim Fordjour. The minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, has also established for us that the security agencies, especially the NIB, has not written to the speaker to seek his permission to effect the arrest which they have attempted here just a while ago. Those two issues have been established now. Now the question is, what will be the implications of this for the security agencies if indeed they have breached this, and what will be the remedies for the MP on the floor of Parliament if this actually was against the laws or the standing orders of Parliament? What will be the questions to the Interior Minister and all the other heads of the security agencies? Will they be invited to the floor of the House to come and answer questions? Does he, as a citizen, also have any right to exercise? Are all questions that are coming about as we speak now? We have seen Honorable Kojo Nkrumah leaving the scene, but in the House, we still have the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin. I saw the former Deputy Finance Minister, who is also an MP, Abina, also in the House. I also saw the minority chief whip and his deputy, Frank Anodon, as well as Habib, also in the House there, including the hierarchy of the NPP party, the General Secretary, the National Organizer. I haven't seen the party chairman here. I saw the Director of Communications, Richard Ahiagban. So all the movers and shakers of the NPP that you can think of and in Parliament are still locked up in there in the house of Ntim Fordjour, still having some interrogation as to what exact interrogations or reactions they've been taking from him. The party leaders and the MPs will not tell us more details about that. But the policemen have driven away in 2 pickups. They have driven away the National Security or the National Investigation Bureau personnel have also left the scene. So no security agent is currently here as we speak, except the MPs, the minority MPs, and the MP in question, Honorable Ntim Fordjour. So that's the situation. You can see on the streets there, the party supporters are still here in their numbers.